Pros and cons in open houses. Property owners and realtors regularly face off regarding in the case of having an open house is advantageous or not. A few sellers will demand that having an open house is the most ideal approach to sell their home, while others will need nothing to do with having potential buyers gallivant through their home. Real estate agents have diverse perspectives on this subject also. Some swear by open houses and feel they are basic to deals, while others never hold them and some simply have them every so often. Anyway, the inquiry remains. On the off chance that a person is selling his home, would it be a good idea for him to hold an open house? Here is a rundown of advantages and disadvantages to enable him to settle on that choice. Pros to holding an open house. 1. Pull in buyers who may not know how to begin the home buying process. Buying a house is a procedure that many individuals are not comfortable with, particularly first-time home buyers. Individuals new to home buying will require a lot of direction and guidance. A positive that may come about because of having an open house is the likelihood of a buyer who doesn't know where to begin coming to see his home. He may likewise get the consideration of potential buyers who simply happen to drive by and see the sign for the open house. 2. Extra presentation. A standout amongst the most critical employment of a real estate agent speaking to sellers is ensuring their customers' house is getting abundant introduction. Open houses can give additional presentation through limited time promoting, for example, road signs, daily paper advertisements, and web promotions. 3. Enables buyers to take a gander at house without feeling influenced. With the exposed back air of a house, imminent buyers will feel better glancing around with practically zero weight from the real estate broker or seller. An intrigued buyer may need time to examine the home in detail without somebody investigating their shoulder. It likewise gives the buyer time to take a gander at particular points of interest of the home that will enable them to choose on the off chance that it is the correct house for them. Cons to holding an open house. 1. Remote possibility of a deal. Truly a little level of home sells because of open houses. Truly, the individual that advantages most is the real estate broker. Open houses furnish the real estate broker with potential customers. Private showings of a house are significantly more liable to bring about a buyer than open houses. 2. Unfit buyers. One of the initial phases in the home buying process is getting a home loan pre-endorsement. Getting a home loan pre-endorsement is fundamental for recognizing what a person can manage the cost of when buying a home. At an open house, he may discover many individuals strolling through his home who can't manage the cost of it. It is an exercise in futility for him and his real estate broker to have individuals taking a gander at his home when they can't bear to potentially buy it. 3. Meddling neighbors and lookie-loos. Open houses frequently pull in curious neighbors who essentially need to see home and contrast it with their own. They likewise may very well need to perceive how he gave his home finished. Lookie-loos are individuals who go to open houses with no expectation of buying a home. They simply jump at the chance to look. 4. Security issues. Break-ins and vandalism are two things that are a grievous reality. The odds of them happening are expanded when a person is selling a home, particularly on the off chance that he is selling an empty home. Open houses permit offenders the chance to investigate a home with next to zero supervision, giving them an opportunity to design their wrongdoing. 5. Conceivable burglary. On the off chance that seller does choose to hold an open house, make sure to evacuate every single significant thing heretofore. Tragically, there are individuals who will go to open houses for the express reason for taking things, for example, adornments, gadgets and even professionally prescribed medications. The upsides and downsides of having an open house ought to be deliberately considered before settling on a choice. Numerous in the business trust that open houses selling homes is basically a real estate myth and they are redundant nowadays of innovation and online networking. For free samples of probates, inherited, foreclosures, absentees landlord, vacant, code violations, Evictions list. Visit www.rentsupermarket.com.